Okay, hi, I'm Lucian Taylor. This is the second part of the how to or how it works section of our Hello, I'm Lucian Taylor. This is the second part of our how it works section for using a domain name. We've registered a domain name called oxfordchocks.com. We've now want to wire that up to a website. So as I said, it's good to think about it from the business first, and we've invented this imaginary business called Oxford Chocks, and we've got a domain name that's really good. It's really short. We're going to use it for the website and the email. The first thing we need to do, as we see here, is to manage what's called the domain name settings, DNS settings. But first of all, we're going to switch the name servers, because with Netistrar, everybody gets just basic DNS for free. That's a kind of low service level, and it means that you've just got basic DNS services. If you've got a single site, if you've got a site that does a single page site or a site that doesn't matter, you can use this. If you've got a test site or you're just doing some development, that's very useful it's just there and it just works. However, this is a business, so we want this business to have extra security, and we want to be able to use the benefits of something like Cloudflare, which we're a certified partner of Cloudflare, and they give you DNS records and security benefits and content distribution network benefits for free. So what we're going to do is switch over the DNS records to Cloudflare. We have a Cloudflare account already. So we enter our Cloudflare security credentials, and we authorize that account. And we're going to add that domain to Cloudflare. So what we're doing is we're actually letting Cloudflare manage these DNS records. So we're basically setting up a zero cost account with Cloudflare, because it's a free tier, so there's no money to pay. And we're basically setting that up, and we're allowing Cloudflare to manage those records on our behalf. But what we're doing is we're managing those records from Netistrar, so you don't have to do anything. We set that up for you. We're just waiting for those API calls into Cloudflare for that to happen for you. And there we are, that's all complete. That's down as a zero order. If we now look at our dashboard and we go back to manage domains and oxfordchocks.com, and we look at the DNS settings, we can see that we've got a few default DNS records in Cloudflare. Now what it's saying here is that the oxfordchocks.com is pointing to an IP address here, which we don't want that anymore. That's just a static IP address for a holding page. That was just the default records. That may go in time. I've got a new IP address for this, and so I click on Edit Domain Type A Record, and we type in the new IP address. We save that, and that's going to update that Cloudflare record automatically. There's a record there, NS1, that we don't want. We're not interested in that, so we just delete that record. That deletes that on Cloudflare as well. So we've got the domain name pointing to our web address. So there's a thing called DNS propagation checker, where you can go and check where your domain is at in terms of propagating around the world. But if we look at oxfordchocks.com, we have a website with lots of chocolate. And that's a site that we set up earlier. Lovely pictures of chocolates. This is a WordPress site. We've just got a very basic WordPress site. The new WordPress has a fantastic kit theme on a basic install of WordPress. They've switched very much away from blogs to businesses now. And here we can see that there's just adding an image and a title already gives you a lot of kit to play with. If you're interested in proper business WordPress sites, look at netistrar.com. We have a lot of business packages where we have proper security set up, some management with a team in the background to help you. If you've got a business or corporate site, WordPress is a very good content management system to build all of that on. So there we have it. We have our domain name. We've purchased it. We've got it wired up to a website. In the next section, we're going to look at wiring that domain name up to use with email, so that you've got your own email address. Thank you.